hand me a state championship ring and say, it's okay, you didn't break the record, but I'll give you a state championship ring, that means more to me than anything.
Now on Friday Night Lights, records are meant to be broken. Could it happen tonight in Yuma with Richard Stallworth in reaching distance of a state and school record, while the Rocks try to get back to their winning ways?
Plus, a crucial game from Imperial with a big cat fight between the Imperial Tigers and the defending IVL champion Brawley Wildcats. The winner one step closer to the crown.
Come to the show tonight.
True to his word, Marcus Mackin and the Yellow Jackets look to run over Holtville's homecoming party. Friday Night Lights starts right now.
This is Richard Stallworth, quarterback of the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. You're watching Friday Night Lights.
Good evening and welcome to week 9 of Friday Night Lights. I'm Scott Gross.
Can't believe we're there already. I'm Cole Johnson and glad to have you with us to join the huddle tonight. Records are meant to be broken, and tonight at Ricky Gwinn Stadium, Shamrocks quarterback Richard Stallworth had the opportunity to etch his name onto 2 of them.
They are the Arizona State career passing touchdown record and the Yuma Catholic all-time passing yards record.
Yeah, so a big night here to Ricky Gwinn Stadium we go. Rocks entering with the bagpipes. The Hawks of Buckeye looking to spoil homecoming. And then there's the guy of the hour, Richard Stallworth, with the record in reach. On the opening kickoff, the Rocks with the ball, and this is a good start. Hunter Hancock weaving his way through traffic to set up the Rocks inside the Hawks' 40-yard line to get things going, and it sets this up. A couple plays in, it's Richard Stallworth in the shotgun. He's going to use his feet to flood out of the pocket, and then he's going to keep his eyes downfield, throw across his body, and he's got Austin Johnson rolling into the end zone for the touchdown. There's your record tire. Stallworth goes to the bench, tied at 137. Now the Hawks on offense. Ricardo Juarez going up top for Darius Haskin. It looks like it's picked off by Jay Seal Brown, but Haskin pulling a Moss. He just got Moss. He would do that a lot tonight. He was a huge problem. On the very next play, though, Juarez passes tipped up into the air, and coming down with it is Rhett Vance for the big interception. That could have played a big, but it would end up being a shootout in this one. That leads to this. History. Stallworth, the little shovel pass to Jared Marquez. Marquez on the move. He finds a lot of green in front. The celebration on the sideline almost knocks me over, but Marquez is all the way there for the touchdown, 70 yards, and it's a record that stood for 6 years. And now Richard Stallworth stands alone as the all-time touchdown leader in the state of Arizona. All smiles on the Rock sideline. Congratulations to Richard there, but there was still a game to play. Rocks up 14-0, but no longer. It's Haskin again. He takes it all the way for the score. This would turn into an absolute shootout, as right after this play, you're going to see Stallworth, one of his 6 touchdowns in the night, here going to Jackson Jones way up top. He comes down with the catch. It would be a 35-35 game at the half, but in the end, the Rocks, with a last-minute defensive stand, win 48-45 on a historic night. And just to mention, Scott, Richard Stallworth, 7 yards. He came 7 yards short of the school passing record.
And he'll more than likely get it next week.
You would think so.
What a fun night. What a fun night. His brother also had a scoop and score tonight.
Yep, Rocky. Yep.
Staying on the Yuma side of things, it's been a rough season overall for the Antelope Rams, who have had to deal with some losses, even a midseason coaching change.
Yeah, head coach Doug South stepping down from the position earlier this season, leaving the role to Antelope athletic director Rocky Jaime.
Tonight, the Rams look for their 3rd win of the year in Friday Night Lights. Luis Lopez was in Welton earlier for this action. Hi, Luis.
Yeah, that's right, guys. An Antelope win tonight would give them their first winning streak of the year, trying to do so tonight against the Chandler Prep Titans. So let's head over to the campus of Antelope Union High now. There's Rocky Jaime somewhere there in the huddle as he rallies the troops again as the Rams look to continue their winning ways against the Titans, making the trip out west. We begin in the first quarter. Rams up 14-7, 3rd and 12-year Antelope quarterback Abraham Moreno takes the snap, quickly finds wideout Ozzie Martin. They're brought down almost immediately. Rams forced to punt. We move on to the second quarter now. Following drive for the Titans on 4th and 1, they opt to go for a quick toss over to Adrian Robinson, and he will stroll in for the touchdown. Titans also get gutsy just a play later as they convert on the 2-point attempt, so they would go up 15-14. Rams would then throw an interception on the next drive, and that would lead to this play from Chandler Prep on third down. They hand it off to Robinson again. Titans missed the extra point, though. They extend their lead to 21-14. A few drives later now, Chandler Prep back with it. Their quarterback is going to heave it up on third and long, and here's Michael McBroom coming down with the pick. Hopefully this would get something going for Antelope, but unfortunately it did not. Not enough to propel a comeback as the Rams go on to lose this one 58-24.
Coming up next, the Yellow Jackets buzz into Holtville, searching for their 8th straight win and to keep control of the Desert League.
Plus, a heavyweight battle in Imperial with perfect league records on the line, while Calexico would look to stay above water in the IVL on their homecoming night. We got a lot to go. Stay tuned.
Quarterback of the Raleigh Wildcats. Whoa! Hey, is everybody seeing this? Can you bring that down a little? Right there. That's pretty amazing. And it's a Toyota. Sweet.
We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? After all, a visit to the dentist can easily cost $2,000 or more. Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call now and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. Activate your card and you can start using it immediately. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures like crowns, dentures, even braces, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. Say you go to the dentist today without any card and your bill is, well, ouch. Wait a minute, let's try that again. You go to the dentist today and show your Carefree Dental Card, you save $525. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call 1-800-997-4110 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit. Call 1-800-997-4110 now.
How do you open tough jar lids? Do you try this one? Or this one? Or how about this one?
Honey?
This is the future. Shouldn't there be a robot for this by now? There is. Introducing RoboTwist, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids. Just set it down, press the button, and watch it work. First, the RoboStrong vise locks down tight. Then the powerful twisting action unscrews the lid. RoboTwist is yours for the special introductory price of just $19.99. That's right, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids, all for just $19.99. Whether the jar is big or small, RoboTwist can open them all. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
Call 1-800-347-9043. That's 1-800-347-9043. Or order online at buyrobotwist.com.
Sports, weeknights at 10 p.m. Sponsored only by Papa San Rice Bowl.
I'm Jared Marquez, outside linebacker for Yuma Catholic High School, and you're watching Friday Night Lights.
And welcome back. Tonight, a big showdown in the IVL with Brawley heading to Imperial.
Yeah, the 5-2 Brawley Wildcats and 6-1 Imperial Tigers, both undefeated in league play. The winner would catch Idle Central at the top of the standings.
Friday Night Lights' Vanessa Gongora was there and shares more on this game that went down to the very wire. Hi, Melissa. Melissa did weather, right? This is me, Vanessa.
Melissa, guys, Vanessa, I'm here. The last time the Tigers defeated Brawley was all the way back in 2015, a 22-14 win at Warner Field. Could this be the night the Tigers bounce back on top? There's a catfight going on at Shimamoto Simpson Stadium where the Brawley Wildcats battle the Imperial Tigers, and we have both of the student sections full and loud and cheering on their team in this matchup. Going to first quarter after a 15-yard penalty against Brawley, Tigers on the 20, now second down, QB Christopher Tiernan. He's going to fake the handoff and finds Devin Meza wide, and he just whizzes by all the defenders, can't be stopped, and touchdown. Flag was thrown on the play, but penalty was waved off. Extra point was good. Tigers ahead 7-0. With about 7 minutes on the clock, Wildcats ball on Imperial's 46. 3rd and 4, QB Ethan Gutierrez is looking both ways. He slips and almost taken down, but gets out of it, telling his team to go long. Can't make the throw, so tries to take it, but he's taken down by Tigers defense Maximus Alvarez and Aiden Shields. Tigers still up 7-0, 3:45 left in the first. Imperials 1st and 10. Tiernan, he's going to make his way out of the pocket and throws it to Alejandro Perez, and oh no, slips, and he slips out of his hands, and he picks it right back up, and he's on the go for a 23-yard run. The very next play, Tiernan gets the ball, trying to get out of the pressure, but Wildcat Matthew Gutierrez pokes the ball out of his hands, and it's a fumble. Brawley recovers, and the Brawley Wildcats will go on to defeat the Imperial Tigers in OT 20-14.
To Burger Field with the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets in search of their 8th straight win against the Holtville Vikings, who's dropped 4 in a row. Opening possession for the Vikings on homecoming night. Holtville going for it on 4th down for the 2nd time in the drive. Bryce Buscalia rolls and finds Marini for the senior. Makes the catch between 3 defenders around him down to the 15. On 3rd and long, Buscalia back to pass again. He's sacked this time by the Jackets senior Jonathan Crow. Vikings drive stall. Jackets on offense after Holtville had the ball for nearly 8 minutes. Here comes senior Marcus Mackin weaving through defenders. There he is. And there he goes. 50 yards and he gone. 2-point try would be good. Jackets take the 8-0 lead. On the kickoff, watch a little pooch kick from Leandro Fernandez. It bounces off Marini's hands, and the Jackets' Diego Rivera is there on the recovery. Early 2nd quarter, Jackets from the Holtville 15, and let's just give it to the speedy Xavier Bejarano to the left, and he scoots inside the 5 down to the 3. We might as well just let him finish the deal. Bejarano will score from 3 yards out, this time behind the left tackle. 15-0 Jackets. Palo Verde goes on to ruin Holtville's homecoming, cranking up the 35-0 win. That's now 8 wins in a row for the Jackets.
And now we go to Ward Field in Calexico. There's your homecoming king and queen for Calexico High School. Congrats. Looking good as the Calexico Bulldogs get ready to take on and host the Southwest Eagles with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Sean Torres, he is going to take this one himself, the QB keeper for the touchdown. Able to capitalize for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead 12-7 now. Now the Eagles are flying, though, with the ball in their hands. Logan Youngers, he's going to roll out to his right down the field for Aiden Salazar, who has some space. Salazar down the sideline before he's brought out of bounds by Andrew Rivera at about the 25-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter. Troy Marine for the Bulldogs is going to chase down Logan Youngers and making himself a bully there. The sack there, not even a chance for Youngers to get the ball off. Now check this out. Youngers, he's going to be back in the shotgun, take off, use his feet, and he's got some ways to go. A lot of green in front. Nice pickup there. Gets to about the 30-yard line. 8 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Just a few plays later, Zeus Pratis with a long run for the Bulldogs, trying to bust it to the end zone. Gets dragged down from behind inside the Southwest 20-yard line. Eventually, it would be all about the Dogs in this one as Calexico bounces back from 2 straight losses. Back in the winning column, they went 44-7 and improved to 6-2 on the year.
It's hard.
The streak is over. The Kofa Kings win in dramatic fashion last week, putting an end to their 39-game losing streak. Could they make it 2 in a row tonight? Find out after this 2-minute timeout.
Along with our out-of-town scoreboard and helmet props for Week 9. That's straight ahead. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Cole Johnson. Monday on Sunrise. More trouble for the housing market. In the week ending yesterday, the average rate for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was 6.92%. Doubling what it was last year. How the impact of this will take on the Desert Southwest and what homeowners are dealing with. Plus, we track history on the football field and update on whether Yuma Catholic quarterback Richard Stallworth was able to break the record books on Friday night. That and more in sports Monday on Sunrise.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
The bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again. Your private business is your own. The constant struggle is over. Now there's a better way. It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder control products. We understand how you feel. For over 25 years, we've home delivered to many of the 20 million Americans who deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked boxes. If we can help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample pack and $45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right product. And unlike stores, we're always in stock. You'll get what you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. HDIS, the better way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-489-3026. That's 1-800-489-3026.
October 20th, 2017. That was the last time the Kofa Kings football team tasted the sweet taste of victory.
Yeah, that is until last Friday when the Kings scored 32 unanswered points. 26 of them came in the second half in a 32-29 thriller on the road against the Lions of Alhambra.
The win put an end to a 39-game losing streak, and it was a complete effort done with all three aspects of football: offense, defense, and special teams.
Huge emotions came for me too, as well as the players, especially me being from Kofa High School as well, graduating in 2014. It's just like, that's my team, this is my school. Like, it means the world to me, having broken that stigma of, oh, 39, oh, there's gonna be 40. No, it ended at 39 and we're moving forward from there. It's a great feeling having that accomplished.
Awesome. There's Coach Pablo Cota. Congrats to them. But we go to our out-of-town scoreboard. We'll see if they could keep that going tonight, but they could not. Kofa coming back to reality there with a 57-0 loss on the road at Carl Hayden. San Pasquale, we did not get a score in for them, so let's move on to our next slide as the Yuma Criminals coming away with another win. They win 24-13. Gila Ridge taking a tough 49-0 loss. Yuma, a lot of good stats for Yuma Criminals there. And also Vincent Memorial beating Calipatria 32-9.
Now time for our helmet props. Yeah, I'm going to go Kofa once again. Congratulations to Kofa. We're having a little celebration here. I'm going to give Kofa a new streak. 2 in a row. Luis picked them last week. I'm giving them props this week, even though they lost. Kota's first win. A tip of the cap to Conrad Tuffley with a rushing and passing touchdown. Bryce Conan with the score. Jason Edwards, Gabriela Rodriguez Juarez, and the rest of the Kings. A belated prop to all of you.
Yes,
you didn't get your
absolutely.
props last week or those names.
Yeah, and this one's easy. This goes to Richard Stallworth and the entire Yuma Catholic Shamrock program for an ultimate accomplishment. Stallworth now stands alone with the most passing touchdowns in the state.
Luis,
props.
Over to you.
Guys, tonight I'm going with the Calexico Bulldogs. They responded to a tough loss last week against Central with a big win tonight against Southwest. Fernando Solano's squad showing up big time tonight. Vanessa, who do you got?
Guys, I'm handing my helmet prop to the Brawley Wildcats for the comeback against Imperial in overtime.
That was a big one. That was a big one. They're now in a collision course once again with Central. Let's take a look at today's best right now. We want to thank everybody out there for watching us. Just some of the big plays that we had throughout the day today. There's Marcus Macon. I want to thank everybody for everything that you did. Jonathan in the studio, Lewis, Melissa, Vanessa, Luis, Cole, everybody had a hand in this.
Yeah, awesome. Great night. Week 9 in the books.
We'll be back for week 10, double digits. Hopefully I can get Vanessa's name right in week 10.
Hope so.
Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back next week for week 10.